What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy August, and we are back talking about everything that has to do with Bitcoin options. So we're back again, new week, and the portfolio, as you can see, guys, is way different. It feels like each and every video, the portfolio feels different, simply because I like to, rebalance it until I know I've found what basically will be printing for me, because at the end of the day I just want to print. So I've been balancing the portfolio, as you've seen from the previous videos, just to transform it into a system. I want to get to a level where I consistently just print money and print theta. That's the goal. So this week, the profits that I made was around $40 overall. As you guys know, if you guys follow me on X or Twitter, you would know that one of my goals is to generate $300 to $400 a week, and I only made about $40. I'll put it here on the screen. Obviously, you know that I took a loss on the long call that I closed because I had to rebalance a portfolio. That's what happens when you structure out your portfolio, and when you want to make it work, you have to take some losses. But I don't really call it a loss. I call it a tuition fee. Okay, so the important part is that the portfolio is finally structured. That's great. Again, over the past couple of weeks, I've been rebuilding the account, restructuring the positions, reducing risks, just making the book a little bit simple and cleaner, as you can see. So from this side here, you would have seen that it's only the options chain and the options portfolio with this triangle, which is much cleaner. I'll walk you through the entire portfolio. But what am I trying to do? I'm basically trying to take the account from $1,000 to $10,000. This is a journey that I want to take you guys through. I'm trying to build a Bitcoin options portfolio that can basically survive, generate consistent theta income. This is theta. This is basically the money that we bring into the portfolio each and every day. I'm not lying. Here it is. Theta is a risk measure that gives the change in option price as one day passes. Simple. That is what theta is. And eventually, I want to scale this portfolio into something meaningful. I want to bring this account to $10,000, and it will happen very soon. I can really feel it. So the long-term goal is simple. Build a system that prints money and that consistently generates the premium and theta every day. Obviously, we're nowhere that goal yet, but the portfolio is finally starting to make sense structurally. So I wanted to give you guys an update and just walk you through everything. Okay, but before we get into it, this is not financial advice. This is not legal advice. Trading Bitcoin options is very risky, very dangerous. Bitcoin is extremely volatile, so please trade at your own risk. All right, so before we get into this, let me walk you through the journey of the account real quick. Okay, this is how the account originally started. Okay, what do I mean by that? So initially, this is basically the chart of my portfolio, and initially the way that it started is I started with $0, right? This was on my sub account, right, on Deribit. I had two accounts. I had my main account, and then I had my sub account where I was testing things. So the account was injected with $1,000. As you could see, the spike here, $1,000 right here. And then I was trying to trade. I was trading some options, and then the account, I injected another flow of capital as well in the account as well, and brought it to $2,000. Then I started, obviously trading options, trying new things and getting premium over time, and the account was growing, and it went all the way to, and I think I injected, if you see these spikes are, injection of capital. I injected another small amount of capital, and it brought me here, and then I started scaling the account again, scaling the account until I got to this level 3.6. That is when then I transferred all this money from my sub account to my main account, and here we are now. Here we are on the main account. As you can see, we are consistently growing. This is the trend that I want to see. I want us to consistently go up to the right, and by doing so, that's how I'll be basically documenting my journey, how I get you $10,000. So the account equity right now is sitting on $4,000. Today's earning, we made about $31. Again, this is strictly from the theta that we're generating, and the account is growing. So overall, how are we doing on the the P&L curve level? So the column native P&L level compared to Bitcoin is, we're still down overall. So the blue line is how my account is basically performing compared to Bitcoin. So currently we underperforming Bitcoin, right? So our account went pretty down, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I just wanted to be transparent with you guys. My goal is to bring this in the positive, and obviously just to show how the account will basically be growing, in a very good way, very soon, in a very good way. So I wanted to show you guys this, the curve, and basically this is how it's going to be. The account is just continuously going to go up to the right. Okay, so let's talk about the account and what I've done and how I'm trying to change this or transform this account into a system, a theta generating machine. Okay, so basically I've restructured the portfolio and we are at a new cycle, right? And a new cycle is basically talking about June 5th. June 5th is a new cycle that we're going to be looking at. And what do I have here? Basically, I have puts and I have calls. Again, I told you the strategy that I like to work on is called a strangle. So this is basically a short strangle that I'm basically doing right now. So I'm saying here that I'm selling puts with a strike price of 73,000. I'm saying that Bitcoin is going to be above 73,000 by June 5th, and I got paid about I have about $27 left to be made. I'm already making $5 here and I'm up 16% already. Okay, and then I said the same thing that I sold a put to say that okay, Bitcoin is going to be above 74,000 by June 5th, and this is a size, which is a pretty big size, and I have $96 to be made on the position. I've already made $42, and I'm up 30%. And then here I'm basically saying that Bitcoin is going to be above 75,000 by, again, it's a put option, right? I'm basically setting a put option to say that Bitcoin is going to be above 75,000. I have $71 left to be made. I'm currently down on the position, but that's perfectly fine because Bitcoin is down right now. As you can see here, Bitcoin is currently going down. So on the call side, what's happening? I'm saying that Bitcoin is going to be above, Bitcoin is not going to be above $79,000 by June 5th. And let's see here, I have about $71 left to be made. I've collected $9. I'm up 11%. Same thing here, $80,000, saying that Bitcoin is not going to be above 80K and it's not going to be above 81K. I've collected $45. I've already made. I have $46 left to be made. I've already made $13. I'm up 22%. And here I have $30 left to be made. I've already made $4 and I'm up 14%. So basically in total, right, total P&L so far is I've made $64 on these positions, which I opened today. I opened all of these positions today yesterday actually, on Monday. Because I'm recording this video on Tuesday. So it's only yesterday that I opened up these positions. I'm already up $63 and I have $346 left to be made in 10 days. And each and every day I'm basically collecting $35 in theta. Right, that's the beauty of it all. So this is the system that I'm building right now. And remember the perpetuals that I had on the portfolio. I've moved them to the side, right? So these are the positions that I have on the perps, and the perps is basically here just to balance out the portfolio. Okay, so I don't want to get too complicated into this. So these perpetual positions is basically to smoothen out the maintenance margin. It's basically a maintenance margin stabilizer. Meaning if I see that my maintenance margin is drifting towards a certain direction that I don't like, I can then just adjust these levels by either buying more long positions or adding more to the short positions here. The size are relatively small because my account is still very small. This is I'm being very aggressive, so I need to have these per positions to stabilize the portfolio, right? So that's basically what it is. So just forget about that. Just focus on this because this is what I want to focus on. I want to focus on bringing in more premium to the account. I want to be fully transparent. So what is the goal? The goal is simply to try and get to increase this theta over time. I want to be able to bring $100 worth of theta every day. Imagine if this value was $100. That means each and every day I'm basically bringing $100 into the account each and every day. In a week, that's $700, which is about 11,000 Rand. Just imagine making 10,000 Rand in a week. You know, in South Africa, that's a lot. So I want to basically grow the account towards that level. So right now, I'm very satisfied with the system. I promise there'll be no more drastic changes. If I find something better along the way, I'll definitely implement it. But for now, the system is working. Basically, again, I love to deal with the range game. Right, when it comes to short strangle, I'm basically saying here that in 10 days, I want Bitcoin to stay between 73,000 and, you know, it needs to be above, above 73, 74, and 75, but below 79, 80, and 81. So again, I'm just trading the range game, right? And I'm printing right now. The account is looking good. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. Very quick update. And let's see what happens in the next few days. So that's about it. So I just need to increase the theta over time as much as I possibly can. So the portfolio feels balanced. The risk feels much more manageable. The system feels more intentional, which is really good. So I really don't want to build a lottery ticket. You know, I'm just trying to build a system that can survive long enough to compound and compound over time. So if all goes well, in 10 days, I'll be making about 347 added by this. That's about close to 400 Rand, $400, sorry, if I'm not mistaken. So this time, you know, this is what I'm hoping to make in 10 days. If all goes well, we should be able to print, you know, close to this. Again, I'm not planning to capture this entire amount. Even if I can capture 80%, 70% of this amount, it would be good. But each and every day I'm getting paid $35. So this is the system, guys. This is what I wanted to talk about today. And hope you like the content. I'll keep you guys posted, you know, road to $10,000. And feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.